Tim came by yesterday. We all went to go see the premiere of There Be Ghosts, and he saw the transition part of my video library, and he made some more suggestions, almost to the point of documenting it. So almost like either a time lapse or a real time, something like a real time alphabetization of my video library. So I'll give you a preview of what it looks like now, and then we'll set something up. Okay, so half of it right now is organized by theatrical release date. So if you go to the farthest left on the upper corner are the older movies, and in the far right, basically at the end, would be the brand newest movies. So here we've got all the way up until approximately early 2006 with releases. And I need to take all the remainders that are in the general library and organize them by theatrical release, including, this is all comic book and graphic novel, and they will certainly start picking up steam as we get closer to the current date. This is all holiday that I only watch during Valentine's, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas. This is all Oscar winners so far. This probably isn't going to change. This is box sets DVD. I have 4K versions upstairs, and some of the other well-known box sets, and then favorite directors that aren't necessarily on my favorite all-time list, but we've got Carpenter, Ty West, Robert Eggers, there's like Quentin Tarantino, M. Night Shyamalan, and Paul Thomas Anderson. And there's the stuff still in casing. So, in picking titles out, initially this whole library downstairs, this is the general catalog. I'll show you the wall of fame of my favorite all-time movies. That's upstairs. So this downstairs catalog was all on racks and arranged by subgenre. So particularly here, you can kind of see the remnants. This was all Disney animation only. So we're up to there. And then it's some other categories that I kind of put in. These were sports comedies so far, and you kind of see where it was going. But it was just way too much in this space to handle that without getting totally confused. And they used to be all alphabetized. So now I'm going to switch into theatrical release all the way through. And what that's going to do is give me a whole new rack that is just the newest releases. And then when I buy a new movie, the movie that's the next to come off that rack would flow into this catalog. So now the goal is to take the movies that are on the floor. I'm going to alphabetize those into cleaner stacks. And that way I can easily find them when I'm looking for titles. Because right now I have to pick out one title at a time. The next title is coming up, what came after Turistas and Apocalypto. So I'm going to set the camera up, and we're going to see how long this takes me to alphabetize these. I'll probably do one long alphabet in terms of alphabetizing this entire stack instead of the one system that I had where it was A to Z in each individual. But I'm going to set the camera down, and we're going to see how long this takes for me to, when this is done, one numbers at the front, and it's going to carry over closer to Z. So let's see how long that takes. Off there to the side.
So now, like we set out to do, we got A-Team all the way through. Alphabetize there. This is Dark Encounter to the Eye. Then we had this one, Fall to Hyperthermia. I am Zozo. The Lovely Molly. Mad Max to the Owners. Pale Door, Runner. S. Darko to Tusk. And then this last line, The Unborn, the Zombie Strippers. So, an hour to alphabetize, or alphabetize the remaining substacks, and now those are going to flow back into the shelf in theatrical order. Have to do them one at a time, and then the remainder that are going to be the newest releases would be at the tail end, and that probably stack will go upstairs. So what that means now is that individual titles are going to go super fast, knowing that if I need to pull, so yeah, picking another title is going to be a lot faster and a lot easier to sort through. But that is the progress so far. So this is my all-time favorite movies. This is by theatrical release order. So starting up with Wizard of Oz and concluding with Oppenheimer. So all-time favorites are listed here in theatrical release order. A whole nice steel shelf of nothing but steel work. This goes into Criterion Collection, Arrow, and some other really cool independents like Severin. And then this is kind of National Lampoon's and Wall of Weird, and all bootleg. Stand Up. Not all of them. Some of the worst ones are upstairs. My Trey Parker and Mike Judge shelf. Down to George Carlin. This is Woody Allen, John Waters, and some Christopher Nolan, Spike Jonze, and Terminator from James Cameron. Go-to comedy, and some other favorites, including some 3D movies. My viewing system is pretty solid. So underneath my main entertainment center is arranged by IMDb rating. So if you want to watch something, these are the movies in my house that I own that I've never seen before, just features. I have another area for TV and documentary and music performance, but this is just features that I've never seen before. And these are arranged by IMDb rating. So the lower the rating would be on the lower left, and the higher the rating would be on the upper right, as we end with Seven Samurai. But that is not the highest rated movie that I own. That's in the upper thing. These shelves indicate most IMDb ratings, kind of the most popular movie. So The Pianist, 800,000 views. I've never seen it. Twin Peaks, highest rated. That is the pilot episode, but it's a TV movie, so I categorize that as a feature. Top rated documentary, top rated TV, and top rated music or performance I've never seen. And then on this is the most popular of the week, and that has to, then I view that on Sunday. So whoever's sitting currently on there gets viewed at the very latest on Sunday, and the current title gets played there next to the player. These are documentaries that kind of the top that I've seen, kind of life, and then this is all just Egypt and some spirit animals. This is more into history and astronomy. 4K favorite box sets right here. And then this is all the medieval category, specifically medieval documentary. This is Baltimore, whether shot here or framed, taking place in Baltimore, but none of the John Waters are here. These are documentaries. These are kind of sorted by genre. So this is more sports and history, nature, entertainment, etc., etc. And then these are more of the
lower scale, not as good stand-ups. Some are my older DVDs, some of the ones that I just had the longest, not all of them, but some of the more classic ones. And then box sets, their DVD that I've had on, that I upgraded to 4K. TV, all the South Parks, all the Family Guy, Simpsons up until 12th season, and then some of the other ones that are just straight. This is all TV, mainly by category. So the next 3 movies that come out after Apocalypto is what we're pulling. So it will be Dragon, Aragon, and The History Boys. I remember sorting Dragon, but I know that Aragon and The History Boys were not in this pile. So Dragon, we just go instantly to D, peel him out. Aragon was part of a medieval fantasy type movie, so that's going to be more along with those, which there it is. Aragon's there, completely out of whack, not even close. And the next one was The History Boys, and that I had as a drama, which should be up here now. And there it is, History Boys. So that's the filing process, 3-4 at a time on a trip. But now that I know specifically what movies off of memory are in there, and then by default, if I didn't, they're going to be in there somewhere. And as we keep marching through, these will keep melting away, as will this. Just keep condensing, and it will be a breeze. So the next thing to really look for now is, since we're still in 2006, is that we look for specifically DVD. The Blu-ray boom hasn't hit yet, and that wouldn't really hit until like 2009, 2010. So specifically from here on out, I should be paying attention first and foremost to the size of the box, DVD versus a Blu-ray. So that'll help things up a little bit and save space as we get further down, when it'll be almost nothing but Blu-ray as opposed to DVD as we get further into the theatrical release years. But this is a great way. It's a free history lesson for me to come through and know one of my specialties is knowing theatrical release dates of movies, and this is really upping the level for me to kind of put into my background. And people that come down and check it out, it's a little, it's if they're looking for a specific title, the genres will be mixed, but man, it's a great way to see what else came out around that time. For example, this is all nothing but 1998. Pretty cool.